Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 4. I am Sire Goku. Ow, you jerk. We're still here in Dive Man stage. I almost said Wave Man. That's Mega Man 5. Eddie, what do you got for me? Damn it, Eddie. Oh well. Actually, we're at the end of Dive Man. I keep thinking Wave Man. We're not quite at the end of Dive Man stage yet. But coming down here now we have a slightly new gimmick to the water. The water's going to be raising and lowering. Something I didn't explain in the last part. Like every Mega Man game from Mega Man 2 onward, when you're underwater, Mega Man jumps super high. So if the water level is a little too low, you're not going to be able to jump as high. Okay, yeah, let's use Rush Marine, because Rush needs some love. Poor little guy. Especially since I hardly ever used the Rush Marine in Mega Man 3. Dive Man stage, like, Mega Man 4 loves its mini-bosses. I mean, how many times have I fought that whale now? This pit doesn't look suspicious at all. No siree. Oh god, spikes. Yeah, you can fall down this pit. And what's down here? Another special weapon! This is the wire, and unfortunately, unlike the balloon where I could show it off, you can't really show off the wire in this level. What it does is it lets you grab onto the ceiling and pull yourself up. But Wave Man's... Blah! How many times am I going to say Wave Man? Ooh, extra life. Dive Man stage doesn't have a ceiling. So you can't really use the wire here. There's nothing to grapple onto. Now, if you could shoot it forward and grab onto walls and pull yourself forward, that would be cool. Also, Mega Man can shoot a grappling hook straight up, but not his arm naturally. Again, back to using Rush Marine because I feel the need to use it. Rush needs screen time. Plus it makes dodging these spikes a lot easier. Now these mines, when you get close enough to them, they are going to blow up. So just be a little careful about that. These stingrays are really kind of tedious and annoying. You know what, screw it, I got 4 energy tanks, I'm going to use one. Because Dive Man's weakness is Skull Barrier, and... well, when bosses are weak to barrier weapons, it's annoying. Because you have to get super close to them in order to damage them, which makes it risky for you. You're going to get hit a lot. You're almost guaranteed to take damage when you use the shield weapon on a boss. But all Dive Man's gonna do is torpedo himself towards you and shoot his own missiles at you. His dash attack is really, really painful. And it's actually really fast, too. You'd think moving underwater and being designed after a submarine, he'd be slow, but he's not slow at all. But for beating him, we get the dive missile. Not a very useful weapon. It's nice, it homes in on things, but eh. We got one more Robot Master to deal with, Drill Man. And Drill Man used to give me a lot of trouble when I was a kid. That's something I didn't get into. I didn't originally own Mega Man 4. The first time I ever actually played it, or the first time I remember actually playing it, was at a friend's house. And that was the only way I was ever actually able to play it. So I only played it like maybe once a year if I was lucky. But Drill Man was where I usually got stuck back when I was playing this. I was young, I was really bad at Mega Man games at the time. Ooh, extra life, give me that. So yeah, I had a lot of deaths. Drill Man's gonna be the spike stage of this game. Mega Man 4 in general just really, really likes the spikes. Compared to Mega Man 3, compared to Mega Man 2 and 3, spikes are just everywhere in this game. But Drill Man's stage is generous. I mean, god dang it. I wanted that. I could have gotten 2 extra lives here instead of just the one I'm going for right here. Oh well. Again, the balloon's actually kind of useful. The wire, not so much. Now there's going to be spikes on the ceiling, so you're going to have to do short jumps instead of... And sometimes that can be annoying. And sometimes the skull barrier can be useful. It's not completely useless, I just don't ever usually find a decent use for it. This room is kind of annoying if you don't... You can use the rain flush to clear it out really quickly, but... Yeah, and I'm not going to chance that damn jump. I know I can do it, but I'm recording, so chances are that means I'm going to screw up. And I'd rather not. And again, you can use the wire to get that E-tank. Actually, you can use Drillman's level to grind E-tanks. It requires you to get game overs over and over again, but every time you get a game over, you keep your energy tanks. And when you game over and restart the level, the energy tank respawns. And now here there's going to be blocks that fall, kind of like the garbage blocks from Sparkman stage in Mega Man 3. So again, the skull barrier as a shield weapon, it's good. Ah, another wasted extra life. But as a shield, the skull barrier is good. But as a weapon to use on a boss, just no. And I'm sure you're noticing here, but you have to hit these levers in order to make these platforms appear. I don't know why the platforms are invisible until you hit the lever. It just is. There we go. There's going to be some tight jumps here in Drill Man's level, not going to lie. But we're at the end now. Thank God. Hello, Drill Man. So break out your dive missile. Here's what Drill Man's going to do. He's going to burrow underground. When he's underground, ow. I recommend just sliding around. Ow, he's going to toss drill bombs at you as well. When he's underground, you know what? Screw it. I'm not chancing this. I'm using an E-tank. When Drill Man's underground, you just kind of slide around and hope that he misses you. That's the only... There is a way to count... He is only underground for a set amount of time, but I don't ever remember how much time he's underground. You also don't have to worry about facing Drill Man when you use his weakness, because the dive missile is going to home in on him as long as he's on screen. But for beating him, you get the Drill Bomb, which is definitely this game's most powerful weapon. And you also get the Rush Jet. Unfortunately, the Rush Jet isn't as useful as it is in Mega Man 3. You can no longer move in any direction you want. But now we can go on to Dr. Cossack's level. Can you tell he's Russian? I'm half expecting to start hearing Tetris music. I don't know any other Russian game, I'm sorry. First thing you're going to want to do here is go to the left. But we're in... There we go. You'll get a free energy tank. When you're in the snow, you're going to walk slower. And our enemy of the day is Slinkies. Ow. Slinkies. This is also this game's ice level. Whenever you're on these platforms, you're going to be sliding it a bit. And when you stop moving, you're still going to move a little bit ahead when you stop. So be careful about that. It wouldn't be it would be an issue if there was actually pits to deal with. And I'm just going to clear this room out with Rain Flush, because why not? Moving on, we got some more Skeleton Joes. And more up and down type enemies. Hooray. So we're back in Dustman's level. Again, wait for the enemies to show up first, shoot them, and then jump across. You could also use the skull barrier if you want. I'm getting the extra lives that just go in the pit and I can't pick them up. Let's heal up some stuff here. Even though I don't necessarily need to. Now for this part, I am going to use Skull Barrier. Because there's going to be that guy there. He's going to try and screw me up. Alright, now coming up this way, you can either use the balloon or rush coil to make it up these platforms. Not too difficult. This part, however, can be. I mean, there's two different ways you can go about this. You can do what I'm doing right now and do it the normal way, which is just climbing up and down these ladders and then leaping off of them. Or you could just... Oh, shoot, I completely forgot. Whenever you pause the game and unpause it, Megaman's gonna let go of a ladder if he's holding on to it. Oops. My bad. But you can also use the rush jet to make it across this point. Again, though, the rush jet, you can't actually control where it goes. It's always going to fly in a straight line, and all you can do is just kind of move up and down as it's moving. I know, it's unfortunate. It's not as broken as it used to be in Mega Man 3. What are you going to do? It's still useful. But we're here at the end of We're at the end of the first level here. Let's see what Dr. Cossack has in store for us in terms of bosses. It's a giant moth robot, oh god. Now this guy is weak to Dust Crusher, I believe. No, Ring Boomerang. Yeah, there it is. He's gonna shoot large pellets at you, and he's also gonna destroy the ground. Now, if you take too long with this battle, he is going to eventually break every possible platform that you see here. So, be careful about that. But he's the first boss, so he shouldn't be too much trouble for you if you're prepared. He moves slowly, and he's very easy to damage. But moving on to Cossack Stage 2. I'm getting close to where I can be ending this video off. Start off moving here, and we have these spinning green enemies again, hooray! And we have ourselves a free weapon energy down here if you need to. Considering we just used up a bunch of Ring Boomerang, may as well use it. And we have these skull dispensers here. Once again, totally not hinting at who the real villain of this game is. Using Rush Jet. That's the only way you can get across here. Yes, I'm firing to the music. Sue me. But I'll see you guys for part 4.